Hey people, Infant here, 53, Grey Suck, Undercity. Blue team is a bunch of Eldar. Xen0tech is a Farseer, support hero fighting in melee combat, some powerful buffs and control. Alongside, Noisy's Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support. And rounding off the team here, Survive, with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default. There he goes, great for capping and harassing with some powerful control. Red team, Cleric is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control, the Black Legion elite scheme. Alongside Hellion with a Kommando knob, already shooting stuff. This guy shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter, can also infiltrate of course. Not much infiltration here though, there's a stun bomb, stunned himself, very orky. Rounding off the teams is Paranoid Kamikaze with an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health. Regeneration aura, what's going on in the mid though? Commando's now being knocked over, here comes some Daka from Shooter Boys. Warlock backs off now maybe? Nope. He's undecided, going behind some heavy cover. Now wants to fight? Maybe? There's a Destructor, was looking for that I think. Howling Banshees are making their way towards the mid. Warlock though gets in too deep and gets shot up a bit. Scouts, Tactical Marines and Banshees all at it towards the southwest. Here come more Howling Banshees though. Ouch. And Kamikaze's Tactical Marines are wiped. Those are Dark Angel DLC fellas, recolored it seems, with their robes and stuff. Orks helping out. We have a Kommando that wants to stab you now. Assassin's Knife with the Assassinate and Tripper Shot. Rough start for Kamikaze. It's not impossible to recover from an early tack wipe, but not great, let's say. Up in the northeast, it's relatively quiet. Got some Heretics hanging out. CSM, Sorcerer, very red. Rangers up here for Xen0tech into a Shuriken. Rangers also for Noisy and Survive. What is Paranoid Kamikaze going to do now? Maybe just... well, they don't have the red to drop a pod. It's going to be tough to get without getting something else on the field or a whole bunch of support maybe. Orks looking for the power maybe. Commando's sneaking. Just wants to look at the wreck point and the Eldar coming in. Open up with a stun bomb maybe and then stab the Warlock in the face. Nope, gets spotted by the Rangers. Poor Kommando. Just let him sneak, damn it. We have big shooters in for those Shooter Boys. They can suppress the Banshees maybe. But they didn't, and there's the War Shout suppressing all those guys. Also saw the Tripper Shot go in and knock back and stun that Warlock. Banshees did get messed up though. Now some Daka for the Warlock. Guardians be running. Looks like the Orks are going to power through here. Don't want to drop Ranger models too because they take power to reinforce. More Guardians running. Not sure what those guys were doing. They ran into some scouts I guess. Kamikaze straight into an assault squad. Howling Banshees here for Survive with the aspect of strength. It's a good War Shout. Warp Spiders in there tying things up as well. A couple of scouts, no shotguns though, eh fellas? Nope, not on the way either. Shooter Boys are the knob leader there, just trying to create some space. Banshees aren't giving it up though, just wipe the sluggers. Those guys had burners too. And they turn for the Daka. Apothecary might help wipe them out. They're very low. I don't know if the bolt pistol is going to get it done though. Nope. Does have the Sanguine Chainsword. It's on fire, which means it's pretty good. Allows him to brawl a lot, especially in tier 1. Getting health on hit, both melee and ranged. Banshee's yelling again. The Commando's doing quite well here. Not going to get a heal though, big fella. The heal went on those scouts over there, I believe. Banshee's still chasing. Channeling from the channeling runes. Warlock, you see him there, that heal over time. There's non-stop action in the mid. Crack shot Rangers now too. On your left there. Global ability of the Warp Spider Exarch giving more range and damage. That was a I was going to say it was a clutch kinetic pulse to save the Banshees, but they still went down. Assault Squad just bullies in tier 1 with that Apothecary support, especially when he's brawling with that chainsword. Not as easy to take down. Armor of Purity in for the faster cooldown on heal, and red team have recovered well from the early tack loss, but that was a group teleport. Very, very sneaky. Look at the Apothecary though, staying in there. Beasting. Guardians coming in though. Banshees. Whites. And I think the Apothecary is also going to go down. Maybe not, you know. Assault squad tying up the Guardians. I hear Banshees yelling like every 15 seconds, it feels like. Yes, survive, lost the Guardians and the Banshees. Holy crap, that Apothecary did work. Back to the northeast. Chaos breaking through. Got some sluggers with burners replaced by Hellion. You are fine, says Noisy. Maybe Survive wanted to concede then. We have Eternal War, Chaos Space Marines and burners and a bunch of Daka on the power here. It's gonna completely wipe, I think. Something's decapping here. It's Heretic Aspiring Champions. Wiped a few squads, says Paranoid. Yes, you did, buddy. Back to the southwest. Eldar still controlling a contested power here with a node. Also grabbing that wreck point. Rangers might be able to get on the VP. Where are the assault squad? Oh, they were healing up. Don't think they got a full bash. I think that one gen survived. They are noding back up again. Grenade to just push them back a bit, maybe. Oh, it's a really nicely placed one. Banshee's coming in from another angle. There's the war shout on the CSM. CSM getting low. Kinetic pulse as well. This is what Eldar can do on you in a flash. Has the channeling runes to back up the Banshees, of course. Raptors jumping though. It's a good jump. Suppressing double Guardians and then on the Shuriken. Those guys shouldn't have retreated. Especially if they had a grenade. They did have a grenade. Rangers getting shots. Banshees on the VP and Raptors are running. Anything for the Farseer? She has her Spirit Stones. Survived with more Rangers on the way. Bloodletters on the way for Cleric. Sorcerer, no war gear. Got that knife, of course, for the Kommando. Apothecary fully kitted. What's going on with you? Oh, you're being stabbed by an orc. Look how quickly he attacks. I like that he just attacks with his gun as well, just as much as the knife. Just smack him. 414 to 486 on the VPs. Triple Rangers for Survive. More scouts for Paranoid Kamikaze. Crackshot Rangers. Boom. Ouch. Really painful. I think it's 30% damage and plus 7 range or something. Quite nasty. Getting caught by the Kommando though, those fellas. And there's that brawling Apothecary. Yet more Rangers for Survive. Do they have the... they might get the Entangling Web or something to help control the Assault Squad. Maybe even Heavy Gauge for messing up the Apothecary. Stop him from healing if he's stunned. Up in the northeast, we got some Tzeentchian worship and a jump. Bloodletter's in there waiting to teleport on stuff too. Not a whole lot Guardians can do when they get jumped like that if there's no... oh, there's Banshees right there. I was going to say if there's no Banshees to help them out. They didn't seem too bothered about helping. Paranoid with a Dreadnought on the way. Hellion with a War Truck. And Noisy has Dark Creepers. In conjunction with the Banshee damage, especially if the Warlock starts to bring Ethereal Slash or Warp Throw shenanigans or something. Although it looks like they want to keep the channeling. Cloak of Shadows on the way. Infiltrate those Banshees as they run in. And Raptors have Aspiring Champion, as I'm sure you've seen. The very awesome looking Demon Maul thing. Look at the size of that. More impressive than the Chaos Lord's Blood Maul, I think. Just covered in spikes. There's the Cloak of Shadows, or Cloaking Shroud as the ability is called. Or maybe that was the Hollow Fields actually, I'm not sure. Guide on the Dark Creepers getting jumped though. Farseer all of a sudden has full war gear. Singing Spear, Armor of Fortune and the Spirit Stones. Bloodletter's getting wrecked. They're going to wipe, I think. 4 Rangers quite painful it turns out. Can they get one more shot here? 9 hit point bloodletters get away. Here comes a war truck. Sluggers piling out. Fully upgraded with their knob leader now. Farseer couldn't fight them. There's a bunch of Daka too. Banshees on the Raptors. Can they get one more hit? Did not want to keep chasing. Warlock maybe could have chased. Maybe. There's 2 squads that got away for cleric. The bloodletters and the Raptors barely make it out. A bunch of reinforcing to do then. Where's that dreadnought? Here's your dreadnought with assault cannon to barrage all the rangers up. And Survive has no answer whatsoever. Oh, they've gone for power blades. So no entangling web, I suppose. Assault squad are going to be a menace. Kicking off towards the mid. Autarch dropping in. Orks have dodged it. And she immediately gets shot 1,000 times. And runs. Makes it out. Some dark flames there for good measure from the Sorcerer. Some repairs now for the war truck, and Kamikaze is on the VP. Survive needs some anti-vehicle. Are they waiting for tier 3? What are they doing? They are trying to get tier 3 rolling. Can they stop the power bash though? There's nothing they can do to this dreadnought aside from teleport in the assault marine, the warp spider I should say, and then get messed up I guess. Can tie it up for a second I suppose. Gonna get rid of that Apothecary. Dreadnought though, being used to pressure the Rangers. There's the barrage. Mostly dodged. They are doing some good damage to the Apothecary, and here comes Noisy with a flank. Got 2 of the gens. Apothecary's going to fall though I think. It's a good special, maybe not. Distortion field on the Banshees. Why is he retreating that way? That seemed like a strange direction. Down goes the Apothecary indeed. Assault squad jump in. It's a brave jump. Warlock has the... Oh, he's gone for the Immolator. Not expecting that. Typically you see this in tier 1 or you don't see it at all. And there's some Fire Dragons from Noisy. They're on the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought was so far forward. And it might go down here. Trying to get into melee with the Fire Dragons, I think. Banshees on the prowl. Have the aspect of strength, but they don't have their Warlock. Or Exarch, I should say. Down goes the Dreadnought. All of a sudden, it's Orks. Channeling on the Banshees to help them get away. Should be fine. But Tripper Shot counters the channel, of course. Ouch. That was a hell of a shot, fellas. They all have Pathfinder? They all have Pathfinder gear. Stabbed to death is the Warp Spider. Triple cap for red here. Eldar are reeling. Do they have a way back into this game? Survive needs to go tier 3 or something. What is he up to? Power bash there as well. Heretics be running. They have the bolt gun aspiring champion guy there. So he's very fetching plumage on his helmet. Anti-grav grenade. Did it just wipe some shooter boys? Yep, they all died when they fell down. The other squad got away though. Kind of split up strangely. Can they bounce back? Down to 65 VPs double cap. They're getting a northeast. Banshees want to steal the power node, I think. There's the Autarch. Xen0techs going for an Executioner. And Kamikaze is down to just Assault Squad. Turning into Vanguard Veterans. Lost the Dreadnought as you saw. I guess the Scouts also wiped. Didn't actually see that. There's some dead Scouts up there. Don't know where there's any others. Oh, they're all on the VP, look. Bunch of dead Scouts on the VP. Terminators? It is Terminators. I mean, brave place to drop them, I guess. Dark Creepers go for the heavy cover and do some really good damage to Terminators with the Inferno PvP. Here come Howling Banshees though. They indeed will do good damage as well. Teleporting out the Terminators. They can't retreat, of course. Banshees given chase with Fleet. Here come Fire Dragons as well. Orks might all pile out of that truck and flank the Eldar. Vanguard Veterans jumping in. There's the channeling on the Banshees. Really helps them in this fight. Look at this. Up against Vanguard Veterans and those Power Fist Terminators. And they are tanking it with the channeling. I think Terminators are going to wipe. Vanguard Veterans wipe and Terminators wipe. Oh dear. Kamikaze's down to nothing. 2-1 for the Eldar. Thought they'd be able to power through, but that channel, they didn't even drop on model the Banshees. Channeling is amazing. Up in the northeast. Power wasn't actually taken. Yeah, and Rangers as well. I think those Ranger shots do full damage to super heavy infantry. I'm not sure. But, yeah, Rangers are painful. As we know. There's the Warp Spider Webway giving energy regen. To be even more annoying. Noisy now looking dangerous. Can they get the War Truck down, infiltrating with the Pathfinder gear? Fire Dragon's being tied up though, a bit too far ahead of the army. And the Dark Flames too. There's the channeling on the Fire Dragons. Another great tool to use for those guys. Enhance is also fantastic on those fellas. Bloodletters phasing out. Here comes more chaos, including a Raptor jump and some knocked down Reapers thanks to the grenade launchers. Banshees though. Oh, Chains of Torment. Well timed. Raptors jumping ahead though. That's a sketchy decision. I guess the Banshees are still trapped. And CSM coming in with some melee. Tied up by the Autarch. Raptors did make it out. Bloodletters I think will be okay. As will the CSM unless they don't retreat for some reason. Little bit of Doom Bolts. Sorcerer runs. CSM are not running though. And the Farseer is there. And I think that's Guide on herself. Unless that was just a kill buff from the Autarch. Down they go. They must have thought that they retreated them earlier and they didn't. Down to 43 VPs though still the Eldar. Rangers doing their thing. Survive is indeed tier 3 with a fire prism now. Bloodletters there phased out. And they can reinforce while they're phased out. That's cool for those fellas. Kamikaze with a tank and now with an assault squad on the way. Can they recover? I mean, they've got the VPs to do it. Autarch here needs to be careful. Special. Then jump away. Nope. Just gonna retreat. Farseer put fortune on herself there. 1-1. Eldar team taking the northeast. What is this? The tank and a battle wagon for Hellion. Commandos on the way as well. D-cannon for Xen0tech to sit top. Warp Spiders from the global bar of Survive. And now a Guardian weapon team. Most likely with a Bright Lance, I guess. For the tank and stuff. What is this? Oh, Sneaky Scouts. Not going to do anything though. A bunch of stuff here. Just got their Sergeant and just took a Fire Prism shot to the face. Instead of tank wants to have a go. These guys have a haywire. I hear the Banshees yelling. Oh, they got subjugated. A subjugated yell. And the Sorcerer does a slide back to base. Bunch of Daka. Stun bomb from the Kommando. Has the Mega Boom kit. I guess it just makes the stun bomb last longer. Yeah, it seems like it. Death Roller. They did take down the Kommando. Warlock is level 7, doing well, eh? D-cannon on the way for Noisy. Here's the Xen0tech D-cannon. Gonna get run over maybe if it's not careful. Nothing inside the battle wagon though, which is why the other guns aren't firing. Only the main zap gun. Don't get the speed boost either. There it is, big boom shot. Shooters on the VP got wiped by Guardians. Well done, fellas. Getting grenade launched though. Need to be careful. Commandos aren't helping. Right Lance getting shots on the battle wagon. Rear arm hits too from Xen0tech. Cleric down to 2 units. Kamikaze back up to 3. Topsy-turvy game though. There's Love the Daka. Ouch. Double Commandos. Kommando Knob just got revived. Destructor and a Reaper Barrage. They're retaining the northeastern VP. Can they hold it though? Still a bunch of Eldar back there. Where is the D-cannon? Did it go back to base? It went back to base. And Noisy never got one, it turns out. They got a fire prism. Here comes a tank. I just heard a tank shot down here. Oh, there it is. Banshee's got subjugated again. Maybe they can stop that with a kinetic pulse, but those rangers just wiped. Those are Noisies, I believe. Double cap for the Eldar. Big shot. That was a fire prism shot on the rear armor of that tank. That really messed it up. Got some more Vanguard veterans. And now some Chaos Terminators. Webway used right up in the northeast corner there. Let's see what they can do with it. Might be able to flank those Terminators. Apothecary being knocked over. Lost the indicator for him. Level 3. Warlock must be level 9. Yep, there it is. D-Cannon is back. Heal up on the Vanguard veterans. D-Cannon's going to die if it's not careful. I think Xen0tech has lost sight of it. Nope, now it's being microed around. Now it's going to retreat and die. Banshees trying to get the VP back. They're going to die on retreats, I think. Auto cannon Terminators there. Yeah, Banshees wiped. A rough couple of minutes for the Eldar. They do have both the natural VPs. And they need to count on the red team going down there trying to get it back. Paranoid brought everything up here to try and reinforce his allies, and it worked. Survive should be bashing the power or something if they can. Although Rangers aren't great at it. 33 to 217. Are they reinforcing it with any stuff? Guess there's not a lot they could do. Maybe some shrines. Xen0tech has a falcon on the way. That could be really good. Warlock needs to be careful though. Is she gonna die? She's gonna be okay. Phased out bloodletters here. Fire prism needs to be careful. The autocannon could take it by surprise, especially if they teleport behind. Who's this? It's a sneaky Kommando, of course. So they've sewn up the northeast for now. Still got all this stuff that was scouts dying trying to get the VP back. And a tank did go down. Somewhere. Sneaky Commandos. Are they looking for rear armor on the fire prism up there? I think they are. Nothing to spot them. Got their knob leader with that big old rocket launcher. There it is. And down goes the fire prism immediately. Oh, the tier 3 rocket launcher for the Kommando knob is also in play. Love the Daka. Got the Falcon as well. That is some good Orky rocketing. Who died up here? That's the Farseer down. Not sure what she was trying to do. And they're going after the natural again. Are the Space Marines. Seer counts on the field though for Noisy. Bad news for heavy infantry and Terminators unless they have claws. What are they doing to the Apothecary? Doesn't get a chance to stand up and dies. Witchblade through the sternum. Crack shot on the fire dragons there from the Orks by the Exarch. And they're going to bash power. They don't have their own Exarch, the fire dragons here, I don't think. Or maybe they do. Let's switch him to a flamer. Doesn't seem like they're going to bother. Clerics, Land Raider Phobos on the way. Land Raider Redeemer for Paranoid. They still have some time. I hear Banshees yelling. Wait, nobody even has Banshees. I thought I heard Banshees yelling. Oh, they do. Oh, Xen0tech has some there. Yeah, there's too much for you to fight, ladies. What are you doing? Don't go prism because of the Commandos and the Kommando knob. Fair enough. Well, Survivor already has one. Vanguard veterans get away. Some dark flames, but they're okay. Don't think they dropped a model. Nope. Since I saw them anyway. Oh. Double Commandos with the rocket launchers. One more of those and that fire prism is done for. Needs to move. Too late. Was just showing its rear armor there. Still on 33 VPs, this Eldar team. Here's the Land Raider Phobos, and there is a singularity. Rangers doing really well. 3 of them left. All level 3. 5 dragons chasing the Phobos. Did it use the Dirge Caster? I don't think it did. Yet. Commando's getting caught in melee over there. Vanguard veterans jumping in. They can't knock over the fire dragons though. With that dragon scale armor. 33 to 79 on the VPs. Is this more Terminators? There's Bloodletters coming in. Subjugated Seer Council. Gonna go after their allied Warp Spider. Nope, teleports away. Seer Council now back under control of Noisy. And they elect to retreat. 33 to 57. Eldar, I think, are going to get a triple cap here. There it is. Is that enough? Here's the Land Raider Redeemer. D cannon hits the field for Noisy. Shuriken on the way for Xen0tech. Look at the red Hellion has. They haven't used enough of it, obviously. All-Talk dropped in. Those crackshot Rangers continue to be a massive pain in the ass. That is Xen0tech's All-Talk. With her shield and spear already in play. So she was sky-leaped at some point. And a triple cap is indeed enough for the blue Eldar team. What a topsy-turvy game, eh? Eldar held on with that 33 VPs. That was cool. Level 5 Farseer. Level 10 Warlock. Super effective with those channeling runes. Survives Warp Spider Exarch. I mean, I thought they were a bit mental to recover with a whole bunch of Rangers, but it worked out in the end, I guess. Cleric, Sorcerer level 6. Level 6 Kommando, and a level 4 Apothecary was a rough one for Kamikaze. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.